All the rain, wind, cooler temperatures may have you thinking, spring is never going to get here, especially as we get to Monday. People are going to be like, what are you talking about, weatherman? Spring? But I think I'm qualified to assure you that that spring weather and hot summer weather, it's all around the corner.
Yeah, we're going to be complaining about the hot weather in no time. Well, fortunately, we have some colorful reminders popping up in our yards and our flower gardens. I'm talking about the yellow blooms of daffodils and the purple, pink, and white hyacinths. A gardening expert, Ginny Rosenkranz with the University of Maryland Extension, joins us with some advice on how to keep these fragrant flowering forecasters of what's ahead thriving. How do you like that?
Wow, good alliteration.
This is gorgeous.
This is beautiful.
It's so much fun to have so many different types of daffodils. It's kind of like peanuts. You just can't have one.
Yeah.
Or is it potato chips? Either one. Daffodils.
Potato chips for sure.
But the neat thing about them is every daffodil has a different shape and almost a different fragrance.
Really?
So the old-fashioned daffodil is a great big one like this. It has this huge, trumpet. It's like shouting, I'm spring. I love it. This is a Dutch master, absolutely gorgeous. But you can get a cousin that is a little bit lighter in color. So if I put these two together, they're yellow, but there's a little difference with them too, which is really cool. I do like
paler,
that.
Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and have some that are multi-trumpet. And the trumpet is basically a whole bunch of little flowers, all kind of petals all together, which is really, really pretty. And then there's some that are pink.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Those are beautiful.
Aren't they neat? So with daffodils, the head's not, so sometimes you have to arrange them so you can actually see them. But these are little pink ones. They can look more orange depending on your soil acidity. I think that if I added lime, they would be pinker. I have very acidic soil, so they're more orangey, but that's okay. I can handle that. And then I have some up front that are almost all white. And then the little, and then little ones right there. Those are miniature daffodils.
I've never seen those before.
They are so petite and so pretty. So by putting them in a vase that has a little bit of heavy glass, it kind of balances it out. But if you're going to plant them, you want to plant them really close to where you're going to see them every day. Otherwise, they're just going to be out there and you go, wasn't there something small blooming?
Yeah, because they need to come back fuller year after year, right?
But they're never going to get big. These guys are just really teeny tiny. And again, they're in the jonquil family where they have the teeny tiny flowers with more flowers per stem. But of course, we have the gorgeous hyacinths.
Those are gorgeous. Look at that color.
I have to pass this around because the fragrance, I mean, this is like candy, eating candy.
And this is all from your yard?
This is all from my yard.
So do you plant them a certain way and you know what each is?
Sure. So none of these are, by the way, none of these are edible. They just look edible.
Yeah, they do.
None of them are. They're not at all. But these all are planted by bulbs in the fall.
One quick question with the cold air coming.
Yes.
If you have flowers that have already started to appear, what can you do to protect them before the freeze gets to them?
These are actually native to the very, very far north. So they don't care about the cold. And they're just going to go, whatever. And they continue to bloom. Some of them might get a little bit of frosted, but that's okay. From a distance, you're never going to notice that. And the hyacinths the same way. They're going to be absolutely beautiful. The ones that are going to be more affected by the frost and the cold weather we're going to have are the southern trees that we have, like the magnolias, the saucer magnolias. And they're beautiful purple right now, gorgeous colors, and they might not be so perfect afterwards, but we'll still have these to enjoy.
Yes, we will. Gardening expert Ginny Rosenkranz at the University of Maryland. Thank you, as always, for brightening up our studio today.
Thank you for having me and letting me share my friends.